Someone here finds you very special. And I mean that. Unless this entire video is reversed and it's going to resonate with you on a personal level where you may look at another individual as very special, I'm going to direct it more to whoever clicked on this video. Again, take it as it resonates for you, reverse it if you need to, but somebody's got a really big heart for you. Maybe it's during this time, maybe it's during something that you are experiencing or something you're about to experience and go through. Whatever it is, there's a level of empathy here, a level of care, nurturing, concern, maybe even sympathy for some of you. It depends on what a person's going through or perhaps about to go through. Some of you, this is something it's already happened, but there's definitely somebody who is, I don't know, like, you ever connect with a person, it could be a complete stranger, some of you, it could be people you know, and you just connect with them deeper, like there's something about them that you feel them on a deeper level than you would someone else maybe going through something exactly the same or something similar. There's something about that particular individual that it just kind of cuts you, it hits you differently when they do it. Like maybe if someone cries, it's like it hits me different when I saw your eyes fill up with tears. That just hit me, like something about it, you know? That's what I'm getting here. There's just something about you that's very special, and a person can tell that, okay? And it didn't take long either. For a lot of you, this is a new connection. It's a new interaction, a new connection. It's somebody perhaps you've just met or you will be meeting, something like that. But it's kind of like initial, like an initial tenderness. This is kind of an awful example, but have you ever went to a pet store and you see the little puppies or the little kittens or the birds, any animal, you see them, like whatever one you feel drawn to, and you're just like, oh my god, like they're all adorable. But there's always that one, you know what I mean? There's always that one you just want to take home, that one you just want to cuddle, the one that you might even ask the store owner or whoever is running the store at that time if you can hold it, if you can love on them. And then the bond is even worse. Like once you get deeper with that pet, the bond, you create this bond, and then you don't want to leave without the pet, and then you can't stop thinking about the pet once you leave, and then you go back and you gotta get the pet. This is an awful example here because I'm talking about people, but it's the same type of vibe. It's the same type, that vibe. Like a true friendship could be starting during this time, like a very strong, solid friendship could have, it's coming together. Like two people who just recently met or are introduced is the word, like being introduced to each other. Something's introducing them, whether it's a person or a situation. They're coming across each other's paths, or just did, or already have, you and another, and a friendship is going to spark from this, from just this, like, I feel you, I relate to you, I've got you, I get you, like there's something about you, you know, you resonate with me. Or love, even for some, maybe even friendship then love, you never know. So this is someone who I feel is pretty in tune with people and their energy, their emotions, but something about your particular energy really hits home. Emphasis on home too. I wrote it big, like HOME in all caps. Maybe there's even a connection to when I said cap just now, like capital letters, I saw like a cap, a baseball cap, something to do with hats, caps, maybe even Capricorn, or a capital of somewhere, like I don't know, capital or cap could be specific here. Anyway, something about home stands out to me. That may be significant for some of you watching. Maybe some of you that doesn't really resonate, but yeah, that stood out to me. So yeah, as I was saying, this is a person, unless it's you and this whole thing is reversed, who naturally picks up on people. So this is a pretty in-tune individual. Either they were born that way, maybe they experienced a lot of situations growing up where they had to kind of develop empathy, like a different type of, like an empath, where perhaps they had to learn to read the emotions of others around them because those other individuals didn't make them always feel so safe emotionally or even physically. And so they had to learn to kind of adapt their own emotions to be able to survive or be safe around other people, perhaps growing up or in relationships or something, work environments. Either way, whether this is an individual who's always kind of had this ability, whether it's just part of their who they are, or it's something that they've developed over time, they definitely can pick up on people. They can read people well. They can read a room. I'm hearing to filth. They can read a room to filth. Energy. This person taps into energy. Well, when they met you, in whatever context and whatever way they met you, or if this hasn't happened yet, when they meet you, vice versa, it's different. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they feel you on a different level. And what's interesting is I think that they can tell you still are like, you still have a bit of a wall up. Like, you got some sort of wall up. I think we all have a wall up in some way, you know, especially the older we get. We all have certain walls. But they see right through your wall. It's like your wall is made of glass. Or it's made of, maybe it's made of like wax paper, you know, or a certain type of cellophane. Yes, a song coming to mind right now is by one of my favorite singers of all time, and her name is Sia, S-I-A, and it's a song called Cellophane. When my grandfather passed, I was not in a good place, obviously, not just because he passed, but in my life at the time. That's when I knew I had to change my life. Like, I knew I had to get help. I knew I needed therapy because I was really depressed. I knew that I needed to get sober, and I did get sober not long after that. But Cellophane, I played it the whole way back from his funeral, and it was about 2 hours away from where I lived. So whole way, just on repeat, stimming on that song, bawling my eyes out. I don't even know how I saw the road because it just hit me so hard. And it's like coming to my mind right now, and I think it's this part of the song. I'll read it to you guys. I'll try to put it in the comments so you can look at it. Some of you may know this song. Where is it at? Where's the part standing out to me? Can't you see I'm wrapped in cellophane? Watch the blood pump through my veins. Electricity floods my brain. Can't hide the pain. Can't hide the pain. When you're wrapped in cellophane, like, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. No matter how strong you are, no matter your poise, no matter anything. I mean, you can't hide it from this person. They have like laser vision. They read energy. This is someone who reads energy. The energy speaks for a person before their physical does, before anything. And they also read eyes. This person, I think this will be something that, if it could be an online thing, but it more so feels like it'll be in person if it hasn't already. Like, if you've already met this individual, it will be in person for most of you, but it could be online, and the eyes are really what's going to stand out. And it's because it's like, I see the pain in your eyes, even when you smile. Like, I see it. But it's not somebody who's judging a person for it, or who's saying like, you faker. It's somebody who gets it, and they understand, and they just see past, okay? And I feel like this is what's happened with you recently, whether you know about it or not. Some of you may know, you may feel it. You may feel that, but there may be a part of you that wants to shut it off and just, you know, maybe not have a new friend, maybe not even open up and even try. Maybe not even, if it's romantic, give love a chance. Maybe not, whatever, I don't know. And either way, it's understandable because you're going through a lot, or you've been through a lot. We all have our experiences on this planet, and they all affect us differently, you know? I don't know what to tell you other than this is a person who's dealt with a lot of different types of people. They still do. They do on probably a daily, I feel like, or very often. This is someone who's dealt with pretty interesting, probably family members. That's a nice way to put it. I like that. And interesting. Yeah, just different types of family members, different personalities, different things. And maybe even something they've done or do for their career. maybe even different people they've been involved with in their life, romantically, friends, co-worker, either way. They've dealt with a lot of different types of people, and it works to their benefit to be so well gifted. I want to say this person's very gifted. It's a gift to be able to read people, to gift. It's like What Women Want. Mel Gibson, is that his name? We've talked about that movie before, but it's coming to mind again, where he can, this isn't someone who can necessarily read people's minds, like they cannot hear people's thoughts necessarily. I mean, maybe sometimes, but they can, they have a gift. I don't know what to tell you, okay, unless it's you. And this whole video that you just clicked on, you don't even know why you clicked on it. Well, it's you, or it's this person. Who's this person? A lot of you know it's somebody you just met, or you're about to meet them, or it's maybe it's online. Either way, so they have this heart for you and they can't help it. Like, I'm talking about even when this person, like if it's online, even when they click off your page or your video or your profile or whatever, they still think about you, even when they're laying down. If it's you meet through work, or you meet out there in the world somehow, when you're not around each other, this person still thinks about you when they walk away, when they leave. You're still in their mind. They can, I mean, think of like a doctor, you know? I've spoken to doctors, and some doctors tell me, you know, or even nurses, you have, it's your job, you know, so you have a lot of things, but there's some people that really just get you, you know, they really get you and they stand out. You see a lot of people, you hear a lot of things, and you deal with a lot of emotions, not just from people like patients, but also their families. And this is an individual who, you know, can't let much sit with them. They can't let too much really embed in them, in their psyche or anything, because it would drive them nuts. I mean, you know, but you have, or you will. Like, you're in there. There's something, I'm hearing cute and cuddly, but that came out of nowhere. I'm hearing like, you're just so cute and cuddly. You're lovable. You're lovable. You're just lovable. They really like you. They like you, you know? A lot of you, this is going to be a friend. It's going to be somebody who's going to end up being your friend, or they want to be. You know, maybe they want to be, if it's a professional setting you guys met, they may not want to just come on out and say that because they don't know how maybe you'll feel about it, but they would like to be your friend. They like you. And that's important. You know, I think we skip over those steps. That's why I think it's nice to have like a friendship before a relationship, because, you know, I kind of need to like you if I'm going to love you. I don't want to get to where I, you know, love you, but I don't really like you. That's awful. That's terrible shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think this is somebody who can just tell that you are sincere, you are deep, you're thoughtful, kind, loving, nurturing, a bit reserved as well. Maybe a bit is even an understatement. You could be very reserved and this person can tell, but they can see through it, you know. They seem to be able to see into your walls. This is really the best way, again, that I can put that. Yeah. You don't even got to tell them you've been through anything. They can tell. They can also tell you're really strong, though. You're very strong. And that's like an understatement as well. Like, strong. Strong. You look like you could hold your own. Yeah. You look like you could hold your own. It's just like something about you. They can see it all. It's really interesting, this person. They have like an old soul, this individual. And, you know, if this is someone who meets you in person or has already met you in person, how you'll know who this is, which I think that you already do. If you're watching this, you probably know right off the bat. It's the first person popping in your head, or the one that's on your mind right now where you're watching this. Especially if y'all have met each other in person, and especially recently. It's the one who's going to be like staring at you. Like, they make their eye contact is on point. I'm talking, and when they look at you, they're looking in you. You know the difference? You know, where you're looking at somebody and then you're looking in somebody. Like, it's like they're trying to pull your soul to the surface, to the front of your pupils, just like, there you are. You know, like, that's who I want to talk to. I don't want to talk to this. I want to talk to that. Who's inside? Can I, you know, it's like when you go to a store, an establishment, a restaurant, whatever, and you say, "Can I talk to the manager?" That's what this person does, but with your soul, damn, or vice versa. They, they'll face you and talk to you, but you can just tell they're like pulling you to the surface, pulling you from behind your walls, your cubicle of safety. There's something also here about you make it all better. Like, interestingly enough, unless you find this person to make it better, you might even feel the same about each other. You just aren't telling each other yet. But interestingly enough, like, as much as this person may even be here to have support for you, you make it better for them. Like, you actually don't realize you're probably helping each other in some way, whether it's by support or giving advice, or it's like you're actually really helping one another. Feels emotionally. This is an emotional message. It's emotional support, emotional help. I'm here. It's like a little earth angel, really. You and them. It feels... This isn't one-sided. It's not. My back is hurting. Yeah, so you make it all better. You make them feel better just by being in your presence. Like, they love being around you. They may even linger. I said that twice. They may linger around and find things to talk about because it's like, I love being around you. Or find things to ask, find things to say, find things to whatever, so we can conversate, so we can communicate with each other because I just like your energy. Basically, another thing this could be someone who's more aligned with who you are now. A lot of you may be introduced to new people in your life during this time. I feel like not all out with the old, but some of you, I'm telling you, because you're just different now. You're different. Maybe you're in a different spot in your life now, or quite literally physically in a different place. You could be physically somewhere else, but sometimes that means that the people that we knew, not all of them, but some of them, gotta go. And some of them are gonna go kicking and screaming and holding on for dear life and refusing, and some of them they're not gonna have a choice. But either way, this is like some of you are about to have a whole new friend group, even if it's just one. That doesn't matter. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. We've said that before. It's about quality here, not quantity. You know what I mean? Some of you are very fine with being alone, and that means relationship-wise too, romantically. So if this is anything that will turn into maybe love later, this isn't nothing superficial. This is not, you aren't superficial if you're watching this, and this person is not superficial. You might not even be each other's type, to be real. Like, you might not even be each other's type. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you had a certain type of person in mind, this person may have had a certain type of person in mind, or y'all didn't have anybody in mind, and you know what I mean? Because it's more about the heart, who a person is, not what they look like. Who a person is, not what they do. Although that's important. But and maybe even in some cases here, what somebody does helps a person fall for them more, or helps a person want to be friends with them more, because it's like, because of what you do, I have more respect for you as a person. Because of what you do tells me a little bit of who you are, because you wouldn't do that if you didn't have a heart for it, or you know what I mean? So in some cases that's actually wrong, because what somebody does may actually be important here. It could be what helps the situation along, but I don't think it's anything superficial. Now, do I think it helps, like, if there's an attraction? Yeah, but I feel like it's going to start more from how a person makes an individual feel, how you make each other feel, because I feel like it's, again, this isn't one-sided. It almost feels a little bit forbidden in a way, but nothing forbidden like below the belt. And by that I mean like anyone's doing anything deceptive here. No, I'm not feeling deception. This feels more like forbidden in what way? I don't know. Work-wise, like if you meet through work, sometimes that can be forbidden. That doesn't mean it still isn't going to happen, and people still aren't going to exchange numbers, and people still aren't going to hang out and talk. If it's through, I know when I went to rehab, we were not allowed to exchange numbers. When I went to therapy for bulimia, we weren't allowed to exchange numbers. Do you think we're not going to exchange numbers? Of course we are. Of course we are. So people were exchanging numbers, and friends came out of that, and romance came out of that. So like everybody met. Yes. So in medical placements, I guess we could say, in medical situations, people can still, it can be forbidden, but that doesn't mean people still won't do it, because it's not actually forbidden. It's like maybe we were meant to meet and be friends. Maybe I needed someone like you in my life, and maybe we needed each other and we didn't know it. Or it could be romantic. I mean, you never know. So either way, again, I think that this person finds you as somebody very special. It's like you show up in their life right on time, right when they really needed somebody like you, and didn't even know. They didn't even know. They didn't even know. They kind of like stumbled upon you. It almost feels like and there you were, or and here you are, something like that. There's also a kindness in your eyes. Oh, vehicle, loud vehicle. There's a kindness in your eyes, even despite your posture, which we've already covered, protected demeanor. Your true nature cannot be hidden. It's in the eyes. It's a dead giveaway, is something I heard. A dead giveaway, emphasis on dead giveaway. You've been through some pain, but it hasn't broken you. Even if some of you think it has, or that it is, if it's something you're still going through, if it's something you're currently experiencing, it's awful. But it's not, it may feel like it's breaking you, and it could be to a degree. It's breaking your heart, you know, vice versa. If this is them, this is breaking their heart, but somebody still sees a person's potential here and wants a person to keep going. It's like, I want to help you. I want to help you. This is someone who wants to help a lot of people and does help a lot of people. They just love helping people, and this is a really genuine person. I love them. I love this person's energy, and I love your energy, because I'm telling you, you kind of mirror each other. But there's something about you. I can't, maybe even something to do with spirituality or religion. And I say that because when I said there's something about you, I was wanting to say there's something about Mary, unless somebody's name is Mary here. All this person wants to do is help people, but with you, they want to go the extra mile. Go out of their way to be the one who helps you however you need. It's almost like a person who will even make exceptions for you because they feel strongly that you deserve it. You ever seen the 7 Pounds, the movie with Will Smith? If you guys haven't seen 7 Pounds, you should probably watch it. That was also a forbidden love. He probably shouldn't have fallen in love with her, but he did. Yeah, first they were friends. They kind of became friends and then fell in love. That's if you've been watching me a while, you know that that's my favorite movie. That and The Green Mile. And I said The Extra Mile, so I'm here in The Green Mile, but you know, somebody here may even, depending on how you meet, they may make exceptions for you, or maybe they hope you make exceptions for them, vice versa. Exceptions could be, screw the forbidden. We met for a reason. Let's help one another. Let's be there for one another. Let's care for one another. We've been shut off enough in this shitty life. You know, shitty but beautiful. It's tragically beautiful. It's all of the things. It's horrible and it's wonderful and it's a nightmare and it's a dream. It's all of it. It's everything. Yeah. This is a really personal message for me right now. It's like very personal. My mom's home. That's why my grand dog is barking. Maybe your dog barks when this person comes around or something like that. I don't know, or their dog barks when you come around. Okay, this person can tell you are sweet, gentle. No matter how strong you have to be to get things done, your heart is still genuinely soft inside. You just need to be loved and helped, maybe even believed in, supported. Again, the word support comes back to me. If this person can be one to support you, like if they can be the one to help you with something, they're absolutely going to do it. I'm telling you, I think this person's going to go the extra mile. It may take a few times of you guys connecting or them coming across you or vice versa, but I think someone's gonna see like more and more. It's just more, they almost feel like they're being called to do it. Like they're being called. They could be called. They're being called also spiritually to attend you in some way, attend to a need that you may have. Well, guys, this could even be like you see somebody you pass every day on the street and you just like called, This could be anyone, any way that this connection could come about. Some of you, I'm telling you, it just happened recently, like last several months, last several weeks, last several days. Okay. And some of you, it may not be a lifelong friend. It may not be a lifelong love. It could be a quick connection where it's nice that somebody gives a shit about you and actually cares, Not because they're supposed to, but because they can't help it. Sometimes that's nice that people, give a fuck. Because it's not always common these days. Yeah. Especially when people spend a little bit of extra time on you, or they have a little more patience with you, a little more understanding, and then not only that, but they help you to find solutions. You know what I'm saying? And if they can't help you to find solutions, then they listen, or they're a good shoulder for you to lean on. She just hears my mom. So we're almost done here. Basically what I wanted to say is they want you to remain hopeful, to get all that you want out of life, and to know that you're worth it. This is somebody who sees you worth it. They may even see more of what you are than even you know you are, but not necessarily. I think you're two very strong individuals who are meeting, have already just recently met, or something like that. And you're both going to need something from one another, even though neither of you are necessarily expecting to come across each other. And neither of you are going to know it right up front. You're just going to know what you feel. Because they feel this instantly for you. It's an instant, or they felt it already. Instantly, like an instant. Can I help you with something? I want to help you. Is there anything? And you may have this heart on the inside that wants to say, can you help me? But you won't. Please help me. It's like a rescue. I keep going back to the vet thing, and like, not vet, I said vet, but I keep going back to the pet store thing, because there's that vibe here of like, I want to love you. I want to love you. I want to take care of you in a friendship way or in a romantic way, or both. It's like, I'm not in the market to bring a puppy home, or no, I shouldn't, or this could cost me, right? Because if you get a pet, it could cost you. So it's like, this could cost me. I wasn't expecting, this could cost me, but it's like, no, I have to. I mean, it could cost you as well if you stop your car in the middle of the road because you see an animal cross. Because let's say there's cars going around you, but it may cost you. It may cost you getting your car totaled or put in the shop, or it may cost you your life, but you're going to stop for that pet because you can't help it. There's something about it. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.